What is up, Nerf Nation and citizens of the interwebs? This is your boy, Nerfinator99, coming at you live from a Nerf cave. And today we have the latest episode of Thrifting. You may ask yourself, or myself, Nerfinator, why have you not done a thrifting video in over a month? And I will answer you. I realized that my editing software had not been syncing the audio to the video properly, and so some of my earlier videos had a little bit of a funky delay thing going on. So I decided to switch up how I was doing it and how I was filming it and then how I was editing it. And then during that process, I also kind of rethought a little bit of my style and how I was going about it, kind of refined it to try to make it a little more viewer friendly. And I came up with, instead of just talking about maybe the mods or the things I had done to the blasters that I had gotten, I was just going to more or less talk about the blasters that I had gotten thrifting and then kind of start sort of sub-channels a little bit, or sub-headings, if you will. And then I now have a chop shop heading, and then I'm also gonna have a mods heading later, and then you know, either a miscellaneous or just as I see random videos kind of change their heading to where thrifting is my main one, but I'm gonna have little offshoots that pertain to thrifting and pertain to blasters, but are not covered under the thrifting main heading. So, this video is going to be a little bit long just because of the insane amount of blasters I found. It is a lot, but bear with me because it's really cool if you're into that kind of stuff. I'm still going to make little quips and little things about the blasters while I talk about them, just because that's my style and that's how I do it. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Like I said, these blasters are about a month and a half coming, so there's quite a bit, and you know, we're going to talk about some of them, and then some of them we're just going to, you know, go through and say that's it. So my most recent find was this Ionfire that happened to come with this sweet new Retaliator stock on it. I had previously gotten an Ionfire, and I think they're kind of cool. They're, you know, just a little one-shot, but they have so many little attachment points, as a lot of the Modulus line does, and it came with this Retaliator stock, which I find too short for adults, but I basically bought this blaster in the stock for my son because I thought he would enjoy it. I paid $1.95 for both, so I think that's pretty much a steal. So there you go. Moving on. I bought this Roughcut for $4.95, which is a bit much for me to pay for a thrifted Roughcut, but it does work on the half trigger pull, which I find some of the thrifted ones do not. They just always fire both, but this one, I don't know if you heard it that second time, it went ba-doom. There you go, boom, boom. So this one works on the half trigger pull. I've obviously modified it with a pistol grip here and a stock, which you can check out in one of my other videos if you would like more information on that. Moving on. Next, we have a lovely Hammershot. This is a sweet blaster if you don't know. It's great one-handed priming. Just did that with my thumb right there. And then you just let her rip. This one obviously has a little bit of quirks to it. It's a little bit used, a little bit beat up, but I plan on opening it up and modding it later. I paid 95 cents for it though, so I mean $1 for a Hammershot, why not? Also, in that same trip, I got this Alpha Trooper. This is the original, it's the CS-18, so it's super old school. This guy was on the brink of death when I got it. I think someone had been modding it and just thoroughly messed up. The barrel was in like 2 or 3 pieces. I think they had boiled it to unglue it to get to the air restrictor and just gave up. And then they had also broken the catch. The thin little sides of the catch. One of them had broken, so I just went in and epoxied it, and just kind of, you know, put the barrel back together with some hot glue and some other glue, and now it fires just fine. So, went in and blew out the air restrictor, there you go. Also that day, I got the Zombie Strike Crossbow, minus the crossbow arms. This one works just fine. And I think it's cool like this. I think it was released as a another Sonic Red version without the crossbow arms, so it looked like this. But I'm a big fan of the Zombie Strike paint job. I think it's pretty sweet. You know, you got your stock attachment up here, and it looks like a pretty sweet, you know, obviously 4-round pistol, if you will, without the crossbow arm. So that's pretty cool. Same day, I also picked up another Praxis stock for 99 cents. I think I paid maybe 99 cents or $1.95 for that last crossbow, which the Praxis stock fits on quite well. Got a lot of good range here. And then another thing I got that same day for 99 cents. Tag is still on it, if you can see right there. The Rebel Guardian Crossbow. It did actually have the crossbow arms on it when I purchased it for $1, but I decided to take those off because I like it much better like this. I've seen where people cut this back end off and then you just have a pump grip pistol. But to me, you know, it's nice to have the stock if you want it. It's a little up close, but it's also kind of tactical to have it way up close here, in my opinion. Moving along here, we have the new and improved Busby Predator. I had the old one, but I actually chopped it up to make a stock for one of my other mods, so that I could, you know, put extra dart storage there in the stock and then attach it. This one was on clearance for, I believe, $4.95 maybe. It did not come with the scope, but it did have 2 rounds in the stock. And this new and updated version, I believe, is a lot better than the original version. It looks cooler, and I think they upped the internals a little bit. Maybe shoots a little bit harder. And since I chopped my other one up, I thought, what the heck, you know, let's pick this one up too. Alright, what do we have next? Okay, we are going to move on to got a Busby Boss. This is in the process of becoming a pump grip. I need to add the bottom down here and then attach it to the blaster. So just a little bit of more screws and tinkering around, and this will be a pump grip Busby Boss. But this guy shoots incredibly hard, and it's really fun. It has the clip. Came with the clip in it for 99 cents. So this was a sweet find. And I will be making a pump grip soon. I'll probably make a video on that. Next, we have the Rapid Strike. Everybody loves Rapid Strikes. This one I purchased for $1.99. Pretty sweet to get a fully functioning working Rapid Strike. The stock is a little bit stiff, adjustable stock, but it's still really cool, and it works. Battery tray is great. Everything is in good condition on this. I have fired it quite a few times, and it is super duper fun if you run it off of some 3.7 volts mixed in with your 1.2 volts. I just crammed some AA batteries in the stock battery tray that's made for C batteries. If you just line them up properly and then don't bang the blaster around, you can fit AA's in there where the C's are supposed to be just fine. Let's see, what else do we have? Okay, I picked up this Star Wars Chewbacca crossbow, or bowcaster, if you will. I believe this is some sort of an exclusive or variant because it has this kind of sonic green, these sonic green clear parts here. It did not come with the scope or the ammo holder on the bottom, but for 99 cents I picked this up for my son. I figured he would have some fun with it and think it's cool, you know, Star Wars related. He loves all that stuff, and I do too. So I picked that up for him mostly for $1. I figured, what the heck. It didn't come with its cool stuff, but, you know, what are you going to do? This is obviously a Demolisher 2-in-1. It did come with its sweet stock that holds a Demolisher rocket right here. This blaster was also on the brink of death. I believe someone had left it out in water or something because pretty much all the internals were jacked up. The rev switch was water damaged and rusty. The motors were rusty. I actually replaced the motors with, I believe, Stampede motors. And even the battery tray was rusty, so I had to kind of rewire some batteries in there. And it doesn't work amazingly, but it works better than nothing, which is how it was when I got it. So pretty cool for $1.99. It was fun to just open it up, see how it worked, mess with it. That's part of the fun of modding and in this hobby, right? Okay, what is next? Alright, I got actually another Rapid Strike. If you don't know what Let Go is and you nerf, you should check out Let Go. It's basically a garage sale app where people just post things they're trying to sell and you can try to jimmy them down on the price. I got this Rapid Strike for I think $2 or $3. The person was selling a Rapid Strike and a few other items, and what I picked up from them was the Rapid Strike. And I also picked up a Fire Strike. I always like these. They're fun to mod and just small, and you can make cool holsters for them or, you know, whatnot. And then the Rapid Strike came with a clear 18-round mag, which is awesome. And also they were selling a Triad. I have not had a Triad. I might try to integrate this into the front of a blaster because it's so cool. And then it also came with two old school 6-round mags. They are not the see-through, you know, in-strike updated ones. But I believe I paid $7 for all of that. So Rapid Strike, a Fire Strike, a Triad, a clear mag, 18-round, and two old school 6 rounds for $7. I thought that was a complete steal. I had to drive maybe 30 minutes to get to it, but for that much, I mean, that's awesome. Alright, what else are we going for now? Alright, we have the Halo Boom Co. USNC M6 pistol. I really like this pistol. It is a great secondary when you modify it. I might talk about it in a mod video, like I said, trying to not talk about all of the blasters and keep that for separate videos here. And I also found a Busby double shot. And this is what's left of it. I used this in a mod video, but I had another one from a thrifting about a year ago. This is what it actually looks like. I used this barrel in another one of my videos, and then I just took apart the rest for science, I guess. And then also the Shotwave Super Soaker, which this is literally just the front of it, because I used the rest of it in two different videos. I used the grip on a Roughcut mod, and I used, yeah, just the grip on the Roughcut mod, and that's all the rest of it. Oh, and the pump grip I also used on the same mod that I used the double shot mod on, which was my Retaliator, my Retali-Shot pump grip build. Check those videos out if you're interested in hearing more about them. And then, the other thing that I found that day was a Sonic Green Proton. I already have the original Vortex paint job Proton, but I never found any Sonic anything, so I thought this was really cool. Picked it up. It was actually in the kind of outdoorsy, you know, bike helmets, pads, tennis ball sort of section, so you never know where your thrift people are going to put stuff. Either a child picked it up and in the toy section and put it down over there, or an employee thought that, you know, with its paint job or whatever, it belonged over there, kind of neon-y. So you should always look up, down, sideways, everywhere in your thrift stores to find blasters, because you never know where someone's going to hide them. Let us see what else we have. Okay, I got a Modulus. I did a little work to the inside of this one too, as you can tell, since there's no clip in it. It did come with its front barrel. I believe I paid $1.99 for it, maybe 99 cents. I had already had the front grip from a different thrift find, but pretty sweet. Got the Modulus there. Didn't come with everything, but you know, came with enough for me. I picked up a barricade. This actually 100% works. It's not water damaged or anything. It's not modified right now, but paid 99 cents for it, so that's cool. Next we got the Star Wars Captain Rex blaster. This is a pretty sweet little tiny blaster. You can put 2 darts in the grip, and then it just pulls back, and obviously modified this one because it's really loud right now. It doesn't shoot great, but you know, I figured I'd modify it from shooting 5 or 10 feet to shooting 20 or 30 feet. What is next? We got a Night Finder. Great for springs, great for modding, fun stuff on the Night Finder. And also a Fire Strike. I believe I paid 99 cents for all 3 of the last blasters. 99 cents for the Captain Rex, 99 cents for the Fire Strike, 99 cents for the Night Finder. They're fun for mods and springs and just, you know, fun stuff. I also, during that week, got a Strife. And this Strife came with a sweet 6-round clip. So, fun times when you can pay 99 cents for a Strife. What? Also that week, I got a Busby Jaguar. I like these, they're cool. If you've seen one of my other videos, I got one that had the clip broken out of it, so I singled it to just do 1 shot. And, you know, I figured I'd pick up another one that has the clip in it. That same day, or around that time, I also picked up a Raider for 99 cents. Did not come with the stock or the drum, but I have 2 35-round drums already, so, you know, what have you. Picked up a Slingfire. I actually thought it was broken when I was getting it because the gears were grinding so weird, but it primes just fine now, and I did not even open it up or anything. So Slingfire, I have one up on the wall that was brand new when I bought it, and this one is in rough shape, but it's fun. Slingfire. This is a Firefly. And if you've seen my other videos, I have a Firefly that's messed up, or I don't know if I've mentioned it yet, but I have a Firefly that's messed up. So I did a little something with it, and you're going to see that shortly, but this is just a fully functioning working stock one. And then also got a Busby Wizard, which this is the other paint scheme. I had the blue one in, I think, my first Nerf thrifting video. So here you go, now I have the pair. Busby Wizard, cool stuff. This is a Tech 6, spring donor 6. Springs are pretty beefy in here, probably going to take it out, put in something else. And then also, Busby, I guess it's called a Tech 10. It doesn't have any real markings on what it's called there, but it's pretty much just a larger version of the Tech 6. What else? Oh, we have the powerful water chute, which I used in something that I'm about to show you. And And then I also got a Nerf Super Soaker Secret Shot. I am not going to be taking this apart and using it to mod because it's such a great water blaster for the pool that I don't even need to change it. Alright, and I believe I have one more thing to show you. It's not exactly a Mac Daddy like break all, but it's a really cool mod that I did. I was at the store around the time of, I believe, all these last blasters, and I saw a long strike. Looked like it was broken, didn't have a priming handle, didn't have its stock, which is cool because it holds, you know, clips. So I figured I would take it home and do something to it. And this is what I did. This is my first Firefly integration. So I put a Firefly on here. I put the Recon front barrel up here. This grip is from the powerful water chute water blaster that I just showed you. And I also, this guy didn't have a battery case, so I made a battery cover over here just for continuity, so you wouldn't just see into the blaster. And this actually functions to hold the darts that you put in here in. And I also put something on the other side. No, it's not orange, but whatever. I used what I had. But this is a very, very long blaster. It's almost like a Centurion. So I decided to call it the Evocatus. And an Evocatus is a Roman soldier who did his full tour, paid his full time, and retired from the Roman Legion, but was invited to come back in by the consul or another commander and agreed to. So he was not a typical Roman soldier, he was called an Evocatus. And I decided to call this Evocatus because, you know, this blaster had pretty much retired. It had done its time, paid its dues, but I pulled it back in by adding a back and a front to it and making it kind of a whole new blaster. So here's the big bad Evocatus for you. I know I'm a small Nerf channel. I've only got a few followers, and that's fine. But I want to say thank you to my followers, to my subscribers, to anyone who watches this video. This is my longest video, and it's just because I had a huge haul over, you know, maybe 4 or 5 weeks. Did lots of stuff to it. We'll be putting out other videos kind of explaining other things more and more. But thank you to my subscribers and followers. And to one of my subscribers, check this out, man. I got my voltmeter in Spencer, so I'm probably gonna throw this on one of those rapid strikes, and I'm definitely gonna make a video on that. Definitely gonna make a couple of rewiring videos. Maybe I'll do some dart firing videos. I'm still waiting on one of my darts to come in the mail, dart sets. But you know, I've been doing some exciting stuff, and hopefully you guys think it's exciting too. But thank you for watching. Nerfinator99 out.